Hey, thank you for being here. We are pairing palettes again today, and what we're going to be using is Bog Witch from Notoriously Morbid and Jade Dreams from Notoriously Morbid's sister brand, also found on their website, and it is Spellcast Beauty. I do have a 15% off affiliated code down below. So I'm going to show you what these two look like, and I don't think I'm going to, maybe I will pick them up in between to show you the shadows, but this is what they look like together. These are what they look like together, and this look is also going to be a part of the Creative Art with Heart collab. And this week's theme is mermaid, and there's different mermaid options that we can choose. Y'all know I'm going with grungy mermaid, y'all know this, and so this is what we're doing. So what I'm thinking right now is inner realms. I have one Stay the Night Stay the Night from MAC. And I have outer lower lash line. This is also from MAC. This is Pool Shark. On the first half of my lower lash line, I have this from NYX, and it is aqua green. And on the inner portion of my lower lash line, we have one NYX, and this is silver. So that's what we have so far. We are going to do more stuff for the face part, but we're just doing the eyeshadow look right now. And so what I'm thinking right now is first part of the lid, second part of the lid, third part of the lid, and maybe go in with this one just a little bit on outer corner, and maybe do an outer V and smoke it out with that. Maybe this for transition. And do I want to go back to this palette for a brow arch? I think so, or not. No, we're going to take this for our brow arch highlight, either that one or this one. This one down here, I'm not sure which one yet, but I'm leaning towards Jade Dreams because that'll give me equal numbers of shadows from each palette. So for right now, I'm going to turn my little fan on. So I'm having my own personal summer here. I've even been waking up with the sweats, but that's not what this is about. So just hang tight. We are going to turn our thermostat down, prime the lid with the Fenty, and then put MAC's Groundwork on top of that, and then we will jump into these palettes. We're going to go in with Sea Mist, which is this shade here, and most of these do have a flip to it. So you see how this looks here and then here, and even this shade goes to that one. This one is pretty much what it is. So Sea Moss, this shade right here, inner portion of the lid. I was going to do this look, I forgot it showed up pink, purple. I had this look in my calendar to do yesterday, and I'm still dealing with migraines. Yeah, so this is like, oh, I was too aggressive. Look at this. Oh, and there's a chunk on the brush. Oh my, sorry. Oh Lord. I was too aggressive, and I did not want to take it that far. It was down here on the brush too. I was too aggressive. I had this look in my calendar to do yesterday. I'm still dealing with migraines. Let me press this back in. And so I didn't do it. And so when I saw the theme, I'm like, and I looked at my other palettes, and then I was going to use different palettes. I said, you know what? This is mermaidy, greens, blues, pinkish, purplish type stuff. I am going to do the face later. As far as, I'm not going to use face paint. I'm going to do shading with shadows. Because I was trying to decide, like, do I want to use like this textured sponge and use Inglot or use stencils? Because most of the mermaid looks that I saw that had a print on it, it was like those, you know, triangular prints, and I do have stencils like that. But then I said, you know what? Let me just keep it simple. Let me just keep it simple. Let me do the intro for anyone new that's here. I do have some new subscribers. Hello and welcome. I see you. I appreciate you. But now we're going to take Tide Pool, this shade here. Hello again and welcome. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. The crazy concept. Just be yourself in a world where people will tell you, don't do this, don't do that, you should do this, you shouldn't do that. Just be yourself. Do what you want to. And just love yourself for it. Be your authentic self. Try not to feel like you need to pretend to be something other than you're not, or somebody other than you're not. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand, a certain tool, or a certain technique, because that's what they're telling you in whatever video that you are watching. Wear whatever you want to, put it on however you want to, because you set the standard for yourself. And I don't know about anywhere else, but here at the Crazy Troll Nation, we are about self-acceptance and self-love, embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. So that's what we stand for here. 2 things about me, if you haven't heard my intro before. Sometimes I curse because sometimes I curse. I'm looking to see if they're the same place, and they're not. And the other thing is, there's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. I try some of that shadow flaked into my eye, into this one. I could feel it. I could feel it. Yeah, there's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. I try to be aware of it, to say excuse me. Sometimes some will get past me, and when I watch it back, I'm like, yeah, that's gross. Like if I'm not aware of it, to say excuse me. We're gonna, do I have fallout though? I do not have fallout from, yeah, I do. It's a little bit over here and it brushed right off. Now we're gonna go into Emerald City, this shade here. This palette surprised me because I thought it was going to be monochromatic green, but then even the cover is not all green. The brows are blue. This has some shimmer and shine to it, and even though it is traced out in blue, but then you have green on the lids and some sparkle. There's white on the inner corner, and that is really what this is in this palette, and I really like this. There are more of these 6 pans that are all shimmer, dual chrome, multi-chrome. They sent me 4 of them. I am on their PR team. The other one was this is Jade Dreams. Violet Thoughts, which is primarily purple. Cherry Bomb, which is a red palette. Whatever look you do, you're going to get something red. And what was the other one? Violet Thoughts, Jade Dreams. Oh, Over the Rainbow. They were all multi-chromes. But a few of them showed up the same on me though, so I was just like, this is interesting. And I think there's a point where when you have so many multi-chromes and dual chromes, like something is going to look like something else, or it's going to be similar but the shift may be just a little bit different, that type of thing. But those are the 4 they have sent me. They've been out a while now, so it is not new at all. And being on the sister brand side, the Spellcast Beauty side, if you do order stuff from there, and that's the only thing in your order is Spellcast Beauty stuff, it will ship out quicker. They do not hand press that. So that's for people who want their stuff like right now. And that's why they created that brand. So we're going to put this down right now. I did turn my thermostat down, y'all, and I woke up in a sweat. And I'm the other night, and I'm just like, what in the world? And I was like, do I have a fever? Excuse me. We're going to take, did I say excuse me? Excuse me for that. I think I did. We're going to take Grotesque. That's this shade right here. So we're going to start deepening up this look, even though this is mermaid already. And we're going for grunge mermaid. So that's where this palette comes in handy. And, oh, I barely tapped. Oh. Okay. And that's this shade, y'all. What? Oh. Look. Okay. Look at this color. And now look at it. That's this one, y'all. Ooh. And looking at the cover on this, I had to get it because it's swampy. It's swampy. It looks nice held up next to the Yucca palette, however you pronounce it. I have not paired those 2 yet. But I need to do that one day, so I need to do that one day. But yeah, this is very pigmented. Opaque, as they say now. When I first started wearing makeup, it was like, oh, this is so pigmented, and then somewhere over the years it became opaque. Oh, this is so opaque, which means the same thing. But it's just funny to me how like the terms change even though it means the same thing. But that's the world in which we live. Like stuff changes even when it's the same. Just like I remember bell bottoms. That's the same as flare jeans, boot cut jeans. They're all the same. It's the same style. Yo, look at that color. I like how it goes dark and then when you turn. I like how this seems dark, well, it looks dark right here, but it doesn't look like that over here. So we're going to take the edge of this brush. We're not adding more shadow on it because we did just kind of do one of these things. Okay, we're not going to put more shadow on it because then that will be like super dark. Y'all can tell when I really like something. Now we're, oh, this shade is super dark. This is Peat Moss. P-E-A-T, not P-E-E-T. And not P-E-T-E, so not Pete like Peter. I'm tripping because I'm excited. So this, I remember this being powdery, so I'm just taking a little bit, just a little bit. And I did bring my primer out here so I can wing the shadow more easily. And so we're gonna put this here. Y'all, Oh, my niece came today, my house guest. And we went to Aunt Vonda's kitchen. Y'all know I got that lamb cheesesteak. Y'all, it was so good. It was so good. Yeah, I ate half for lunch, and then like 3 hours later I ate the other half. Because it is enough. And they do pack it with the meat. So I'm just like, yeah, this is 2 meals for me right here. Okay, this isn't feathering where I want to, but that's okay because we're going to do shading across the forehead and down, and then some down here as well. So, but just for the look itself, the eyeshadow look for this portion, and I did not mean to put that there. We may clean that up with eyeliner. I might bring that green over there. This is not doing what I wanted to do. You know what? It's going to be all right. Okay, that's looking better. So let's go to the other side. The other side, I'm trying to trace out the shape that I want. Okay, and now we're going to fill it in. And I am using a fluffy brush this time instead of a packer brush. This side is turning out nice. Usually I like this side more. I think I trace better on this side, and the primer is where it needed to be. And this side it wasn't. You know what? This is looking really good. And the shapes are almost the same except for this part out here is not as dark as I want it to be. So we're just going to tap some shadow in there. Tap some shadow. Tap, tap some shadow. It was a beautiful day too. So it was a good day for her to visit. Yeah, we're going to leave this alone after a couple more taps. I did tap in lightly and I tapped straight across. Okay, we're going to leave it. Okay, just stop. Just stop. Just stop. All right. We're going to take this shade. I remember this being, excuse me, this is, we didn't use that shade. Yeah, this is Peat Moss. This one is Fungal Fawn. So we're going to take this for our transition shade, which really is just kind of under our brow. You know what it is? It's the top line of my lid shades. That's where we're putting this. That's where we are putting Fungal Fawn. And so that's just helping to blend out, even though I thought the blending looked okay. I just don't like all the empty space. But if it's just an empty space like directly under my brow, like that I like because it looks like there's something there even when it's not. But all of this, and so if you can see the difference, like how this doesn't look like a blank space compared to this side. And so we're going to put some of that over there. This is that E-Sum. It is not E-Sum. I always want to say that because it starts with an E. It's a Sigma E45. Y'all. And my cycle did start. And I looked up sweating with with cycle, even though I've been sweating a lot lately when I sit here for like the last week or so. But it does say that is a sign of hormonal changes. But I started getting hot flashes when I was 33. And I'm 55 now, so I'm like, what else is going to change? But I haven't been like this, I haven't sweat this much over this number of days. I do, I like it. All right, so we used 1, 2, 3 out of here, and we used 3 out of Jade Dreams. And so we are going to take this shade right here. This one is Algae Aura. I'm not sure if I want to put something underneath or not. And I could use the 3 in the top row from here, but I kind of like how it's looking already. So I think we're going to leave that way. And I do have stuff for my lip picked out. 3 different products to put for the lip. This is a little crumbly, so it's not helping. I'm holding it up while I'm putting this very thin brush in it. So this, we're just going to put this right here. Oh, I am like seriously sweating. Somebody I know, they have an appointment at the VA hospital, which is an hour away from where they live, a little over an hour. And they said, you know, if I'm up at a certain time, you know, meet them for lunch. Y'all, their appointment is 8 o'clock in the morning. And they said it's usually about 45 minutes long. I'm like, if you don't hear from me by 9 o'clock, I'm still sleeping. I'm just like, I don't think so. But there are times, like, every now and then, like, I do wake up feeling kind of okay at weird hours of the morning like that. We are going to upper lash line. I almost forgot, y'all. Excuse me. We're gonna keep this in the video. Where's my water? We're gonna take a blue. This is Neon Nights. We're going to take this blue at the bottom. I feel like we used that before. We're going to take the blue at the top. This blue at the top. This is the Lethal Waterliner bundle. There is a black, but because that palette only holds 9, so the black one is in here. And these are, yeah, there are other stuff. Let me just keep going. I don't know why I make noises like when I drop stuff as if it hurts me. You know why? Because it might be hurting my products. I know I'm being silly. So I'm excited for what else I'm going to do with this look. I have a live tonight. Am I going to have it done for the live tonight? It's a members only live. Oh, I almost dropped my brush. I was going to dab, but I'm sweating. I see a little piece of fallout right there now. Well, a couple pieces. That's it. I forgot to put concealer in my mustache area. Do y'all see it though? My disrespectful mustache area and my disrespectful sweat. But look at it. Y'all. And I mix some water with the water liner so we can get this on our upper lash line. I did look up some pictures. And for the creative art with heart, you can be as minimal as you want to or as max that you want to. So it's just like do whatever you feel. And I appreciate that she actually puts that in the caption. And so if you want bold, be bold. If you want, you know, not bold, don't. And so I'm glad that she says that. So there is no right or wrong. So whatever mermaid you choose for this prompt this week, that's what you do. And I told my neighbor about it. She said, are you going to do a grunge one? I said, you know I am. My neighbor knows me so well, y'all. I was like, you know I am. Oh, goodness. I don't know what I'm thinking right now. Because I'm thinking something. That's why I got quiet. But I don't know what I was thinking, though. I know I was thinking something. My mind did not go blank. Trying to let this dry a little bit. I could press it on my palette, but I put that in the kitchen already. I'm just using the tip of the brush so I don't make a wide line. Yeah. So the visit was really nice because, yeah, last I seen her was at a funeral. And so, you know, we didn't really talk, catch up. What's new, what's going on, how you been, how you doing. And so that was really nice. That was a nice visit. Okay. So this one is straight this way. This one is kind of slanting down, but it's not, well, maybe it is an accidental swoosh still, but not as much of an accidental swoosh. So we're going to leave that like that. I am satisfied with that. So we're going to put on, I think I'm going to do lashes later too. Those foo-foo lashes. Let me close up this water before I drop something in it. Y'all, I really enjoy those collabs. Like, I really do. So we're going to put on Sills Booster. Then we're going to put on the Esom. Well, actually just Esom. The mascara, it's called. You know what? I have that white mascara. Is that it's not mermaidy, But y'all know I make stuff my own anyways. I think I'm gonna put on that white mascara. All right, I think I'm gonna turn that fan off now. Yeah, we're gonna use that white mascara from Aesop Cosmetics. I'm gonna put the Aesop away. So this is, and it's called Capacity, it is called. Yeah, I'm gonna leave my lower lash line like it is. Look at that, look at, oh! Unfortunately, it smells like sugar. Unfortunately, the PAO is only 6 months, and I'm just like, who's gonna use up a whole tube of white mascara in 6 months? I would use up a black one in 6 months. Oh man, I done got a clump over there. Let me try and put more in the middle. Let me try and get a clump over here, at least make it symmetrical. Okay, this is still clumpier, but if I wait for it to dry, I could comb through it. But I like that though. I like how this is looking. And that we thicken that side a little bit. All right, y'all. I like this look too. And I love it with this eyeshadow. Y'all look how that look. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. What time is it? Almost 7:30. I almost forgot I had a live tonight, but thankfully I had turned on the group alarms, because one is set for 6:30, one for 7:45, and one for 7:58. So thankfully last night I had turned them on. So even if like I didn't remember, I would have been like, oh shoot, there's a live tonight, my alarm is going off. Because I was like, after my niece left, I just laid back, I was chilling. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Because I did want to do the look before the collab. And I'm wondering now, like, if I want to do the mermaid part 2 or not. You know what? Because I'm thinking to do that as a separate video. Because that'll be like a troll play thing. And I'm using the eyeshadow palette for that. Y'all, this got thick over here. Wow. Oh, and one of my lashes is sticking straight out. Now it went up. So let me try and make this side thicker. Because this side is thick. I like this. The only thing is, you know, I'm not going to put on foo-foo lashes because these look like foo-foo lashes. And the way this fluffs my lashes, I'm curious about the black. But they have other colors too. But then I'm like, how are those going to look? And because the PAO is only 6 months, yes, I'll keep using it so it irritates my eyes. But it's like, do I want to spend that money? If they have a bundle, I would probably do that. But this, you know, it makes my lashes heavy too, because when I blink, I could feel, especially this side, I could feel my top lashes trying to play with the bottom lashes. And so it feels like they're trying to stick together. And that's what the foo-foo lashes do when I wear those. Every time I blink, I could feel them. I'm going to edit out doing the lip. We are using, I could just do one for now and then finish the lip later when we do the troll play part. That's what I think I'm going to do. So for right now, we're just going to put on this one. And this one is, this will go nice with these colors over here. This is Loving the Dead Matte Black with Emerald Green Sparkle. So we're just going to put this on and then we will edit out the troll play part. So just hang tight. When we come back, the lip will be done. And we'll wrap up this video. So this is what we got. I'm gonna put a little bit more on the bottom, even though we're gonna put those other two in strategic places for the troll play look. But this is what we have, y'all. And I have to admit, I'm digging it. I am digging it. So yeah, let's take our pictures because I'll probably forget because I'm so excited. I gotta hold up the two palettes too. Picture for my gallery, of course. And I just dropped a little plastic piece. I'm always dropping something. Not always, but it's not a surprise anymore if I drop something, because that's what I do. So these are the two palettes that we used. I hope my one big eye wasn't big, like super big. All right, so we're gonna go, y'all. Let me know what you think of this look. Let me know what you think of these lashes. Y'all, this mascara is nice. This is a nice formula too. Yeah, so we're gonna go. Stuff is popping up over here for you to watch. Thank you for being here, and you will see me soon.